Hello, welcome to this video on learning from worked examples using the fading principle method. Now, what is the fading principle method? Well, you learn about that as I go through this video. Let's say you're at home and you're about to begin a period of studying mathematics, and you open your textbook and you see a problem that's solved and you're studying this problem. If you are like most students, you're probably highlighting sections of the problem, or you're trying to memorize the solution steps, or you make some notes in your textbook, or you try to memorize each step of the solution of this problem. Now, the research shows that this is not an effective way to learn mathematics. Most students struggle with math because they are using ineffective learning strategies. In this video, you'll learn science-backed, science-tested methods for learning from worked examples. Now, what is the fading principle? The fading principle involves simple steps. Instead of trying to cram the solution to the problem, you fade out sections of the problem by either drawing a strip of white paper over steps of the solution steps in the problem, and then try to solve that problem. For example, this problem, look at it this way. It's faded out. You cannot see the solution steps. You see the answer. Now, when you do it this way, you are encouraged, you are prompted to recall steps of the problem. How do I get from this step here to the solution? You do not have to mask all the steps in the problem. You can mask some of the steps in the problem. For example, you may be able to mask that step there and that step there. You blank that out. So you know that from here to here, you know the problem, you know the solution, you know an intermediate solution step, but you have to think how to get to the next step, and from this to that, and from this to the next step, and so on. That's the fading principle. When you use this technique, which has been tested by educators, cognitive scientists, educational psychologists, this and other techniques have been tested by educators in middle schools, high schools, and universities to determine which is the most effective way of learning from worked examples. So you too can use this technique and see your math performance improve dramatically.